Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? I just wanted to drop a tiny little bit of wisdom on you. I'm not even sure if it's wisdom. Maybe it's just clarity, confusion. I'm not sure. But with the energy that's flying around right now, it feels like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. Some days I have this incredible clarity on where I want to go with my life, what I want to do. And yet, today I woke up and I have 1,000,001 ideas, but I seem to be pulled in all sorts of directions. Part of me says I want to set up a healing retreat in Costa Rica. Another part of me says I want to be part of a community, a spiritual community, not just a digital one, but one that just lives on the land in France. And then there's another part of me that says I want to be a musician. And there's a part of me that wants to just carry on with life as it is. And then there's a part of me that wants to go and live in a cave in Tibet. And wow, I am really being pulled all over the place. And I've spoken to a few people, and it seems that I'm not the only one. It's the energy that's in the air. This is the dance of the planets, the chaos of astrology. And this energy probably comes from Uranus and Mars, both in Taurus and still squaring the sun. And a lot of people are feeling this kind of battling energy that's going on right now. We've felt it for months, really, since Mars has been squaring Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto. And the energy should become a little bit more harmonious in the coming weeks and months. But right now, there's a very high frequency. And we can use this to our advantage. While it might bring some confusion, it is a moment when we can really maximize and magnify the potential for manifesting what we need, what we want in our life. But the really important thing is that we don't live in our serpent minds, that we don't kind of engage that reptilian brain, and we're not governed by the mind, because this is where our fears come from, this is where our doubts come from, this is where we start saying to ourselves, no, I can't do that, that's not me, or I'm not qualified to do that, or that's not something that I would be able to do, everyone would laugh at me. And if we step into the heart, as I always say, anything is possible. There's no limit. And while we can use the mind to our advantage, it can help navigate us, work out a very human way of delivering this dream which is universal, then anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. Now, I mentioned that I feel like I'm being pulled all over the place with all these different ideas. It's not like the ideas are bad or negative, it's just that sometimes when you have 4 or 5 different things that you want to strive to achieve in life, it doesn't feel like there's a red thread going through everything. It feels like one thing's over here, one thing's over there. And you can't even get a grip on any of them if you're thinking about 5 different things at the same time. So one of the great exercises we can do in this period when we're feeling a little bit all over the shop is to ground ourselves, is to go out into the garden, go out into nature, put our bare feet on the soil or the snow or the mud or wherever you live on the sand, and just connect and send that silver thread down to the core of the earth and really feel yourself as part of the earth, not as something separate, but very much a part of this galactic rock that we float on, that we glide on through the galaxy. Now, a lot of people don't see the earth like that. They see it as just something that is there that we happen to be on, but they don't see themselves as part of it. They don't see that the earth is the foundation to everything when we're in this lifetime, and that connection is absolutely vital to us leading a comfortable, stable, connected life. I mean, when you think about it simply, it's almost baffling that people can't see us all as one, because here we are on this earth. It's the biggest thing we've ever touched. It's always there. We see it every time we open our eyes. Everything we do is connected with the earth. So how anyone can say that the earth is just a rock that has nothing to do with me, I really don't understand. But anyway, that's another story. There's 2 other things we can do with ideas that come to us once we've grounded ourselves and really worked out which are the ones connects with our hearts, connects with our planet, connects with the master planet. We can also send that idea up to Father Sky. There's lots of different names for this. But essentially, it is putting that idea almost in our hands as a luminous piece of energy, or taking it from our hearts and then launching it up to the sky. Asking Spirit to take care of that dream so that it can manifest in the way that we want, or at least in a way that the highest part of us, the highest part of our destiny, our higher self, is connected with it. And then the star nations, the star beings, the heavens can help us. And they'll send it back in the way that they see it best serving us. And I did that with my book, actually. And I know the shamans call it a waka. We can do a waka masterclass at some point where we send up perhaps our united dream to the sky and see how it comes down and see how it manifests. I think that would be a really beautiful thing to do. And the other thing we can do is we can connect with our solar plexus, our gut intuition. This lies in the third chakra, and it's often where our creativity is born. But to kind of get that creativity working, we have to clean our first and second chakras. Well, we have to clean all our chakras so we have that flow of energy running through us so the chi can work. And when the chi is in perfect harmony with our body, so our energy body is working with our physical body and working with spirit, then we have access to all this incredible information, all these beautiful ideas, and it becomes much clearer exactly where we need to go, what our next step is, and how we can turn an idea that's good into an idea that is great. But yeah, that intuition or that gut feeling that we talk about is also a great way of measuring whether an idea is the one to take forward, the one to shape the future of our lifetime. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go outside, I'm going to go in the garden, I'm going to ground myself. Yeah, that way I'll feel like I'm connected with the earth. And I'll take one of those ideas that's kind of flying around my head and I'll work with it. I'll map it out. And I'll map it out using my heart and also using my mind as well. And then when it's clear and I feel that I know what this idea can do, where it can take me, I'll then send it up in a waka or a kind of mini virtual waka, which I like to do, and let it dance with the stars and see how the universe believes this idea can serve me and where it can go. And the potential is vast. I mean, half of this we probably don't even understand with our human brains, but our potential as souls, not as humans, but as souls, is through the roof. We probably understand about 10% of what we're truly capable of doing, but so long as we don't put a limit on what we can do, then we can't limit the universe in what it can deliver for us. So our destiny is magnified. So if you're feeling a bit discombobulated today, a little bit all over the place, then ground yourself. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself how magnificent you are. What a exquisite soul, and what a gift it is to be on this planet during these crazy but beautiful times. And if you have a dream, if you have an idea, if something's come to you in the last few days and you really want to make it manifest, this is your opportunity to do that. But when you do, send it up to the stars, make sure you're connected with the earth, and make sure that it's the right dream that you're trying to manifest. And there's not something better, something simpler, something that will make you happier, because we need to dream the right dream into being. And while we're more than capable of dreaming a new world into being, we want to make sure it's the right one. So have a beautiful day. Don't be too disrupted by Uranus and Mars. And let's step into this Aquarian age with open arms and open hearts. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful day. Yours in love and peace, Peter. Namaste.